Hey, I'm sitting here in my waist trainer and covered with my blanket. And in my bodysuit, it says, killing it. Size medium, baby. It might look like a medium, whatever. My sister got me this bodysuit. Killing it. And baby, that's how I feel. I feel like I am killing it. I am so serious about my life, serious about my workouts, serious about my lifestyle changes, and I'm not going to say diet, nutrition plan, because I still be eating stuff that might be a no-no. Well, not might be a no-no. That is a no-no, but I can't eat a lot of it. And I don't eat a lot of it. Don't never overindulge. But that's a different subject, because today I'm here for something completely different. So I'm going to get started. And I got my notes, so I won't be rambling. And, well, I still probably talk too much because I'm a talker. So it reads as follows. So I was 265 pounds. Yeah. When I decided to have weight loss surgery. So gastric bypass, that's what my surgeon suggested I have. And I was like, oh, why he want me to have that one? Because gastric bypass, like, what are you bypassing? And they are bypassing your intestines. So, oh, it sounds so scary. But it sounds scary. Not only scary, it sounds dangerous. So you have to be very strong-minded and brave to actually follow through with surgery. So how did I prepare myself? Girl or guys? I prepare myself mentally by watching tons of videos on YouTube. I did Google searches. I had a notebook. I would just write different stuff down. I watched so many different articles. I read so many different articles. And like I said, watched so many different videos. Oh, I even watched the videos of the actual procedure of the stomach being removed and everything. I watched everything. And you're going to know how your surgery is going to be done. And they're not going in cutting you with a knife or whatever and going in manually with their hands. It's going to be done laparoscopically, meaning that it will be done by a robot. But humans are working behind the machine. But boy, was I nervous. I was nervous that a robot would be used. But what I did was I put nervousness on a back burner, not letting it get the absolute best of me. Because, okay, so who got kids? Me. 4. So I knew when I was pregnant, I knew. I was scared too, especially with my first child. But I knew the baby had to come out, even though I was nervous. So I looked at it as this fat has to come off my body. And I went through this process with the pandemic being present. And my process went for over, because of the pandemic being present, my process went, it was like more than a year. So I'm like, please, all this time that I waited, all this time I've been waiting patiently to have my surgery. It's like my mind was really, really made up, and I had to wait longer because of the pandemic. But I was just at a point in my life where, and I'm still at that point in my life where I don't complain about anything, because complaining, I mean, you can complain and have complaints, but I'm not going to be a chronic complainer or be impatient and stuff like that. So I was just patient, and my patience paid off, because I'm sitting here more than 75 pounds later, and more than 75 pounds lighter. Yes, I am. And I am very, very proud of myself. So my mentality was, baby, like I said, you have 4 children. You don't know what to expect when you have your children. And when I had my first son, I had something called a spinal headache. And with a spinal headache, that means you were given too much anesthesia. And that spinal headache caused me to be like this, my neck. My neck was like hunched down in my shoulders, and that's how I walked around the house, taking care of my baby. And I was staying with my mother at the time, but it's like my mother had her health issues and things like that, so she couldn't help me out like she wanted to and like I would have wanted her to. But all that helped me become, stronger. And she couldn't do much. I was walking around like a turtle. My head was like this, and my head was banging. I had a spinal headache. Ooh, my head was banging. And they wanted me to drink a lot of caffeine, like Pops, the Cokes. And it's like nothing was working. And they say it take up to 6 weeks, I believe, to wear off. But I got through it. I definitely got through it. And with my second son, I was at the hospital, and the nurse checked me. And when she checked me, I felt that she touched my son's head. And she argued me up and down. Well, I didn't argue with her. I actually worked at the hospital in the food service department. But I didn't argue with her. She discharged me and sent me to Walgreens to get medicine. And I know I was not going to take the medicine that she prescribed to me anyway. So I just went in Walgreens to get the medicine at the pharmacy just to buy time. So when I was doing that, oh my goodness, I knew I was just buying time, because the hospital I was right on Michigan Avenue in Chicago. And I know that I was going right back to the hospital. Like, it was the hospital steps away from Walgreens. But I knew I was going to be going back to the hospital. And like I told the nurse, she touched my son's head. But she told me that she did not. But I know for a fact that she did, because I felt it. And I know my body. We know our bodies. Well, most women know their bodies. And I'm one of them. I know my body. And I know that she touched my son's head, and I know that he was coming soon. So I tried to stick in to close vicinity. I tried to stay in close vicinity of the hospital and not venture off too far, because I know I was going back. I know my mother's instinct, everything was kicked in. But anyway, I'm taking so long just to tell that story when I'm talking about something completely different. But I'm just telling these different experiences just to give someone strength to say, if you dealt with something else medically related, such as pregnancies or anything you had to do, and go to the hospital and stuff like that and have surgeries, then you can do this as well, is what I'm saying. So in the end, I had to go back to that hospital. My contractions were very close. They had to call an ambulance. The ambulance had to come in the Walgreens and take me steps away to the ER. I had to go in the ambulance. I tried to walk back to the hospital, but they would not let me walk back. So I had to be I had to be checked in and processed like a new patient. She basically had them cleaning my room, and they had just finished cleaning the room. I went back into the same room that they were cleaning, and I looked at her, and I wanted to yell at her so bad and be so upset with her, but that's during the time I was changing my ways. But I didn't even get mad at her. But I looked at her and I said, you should really, really listen to your patients and ask questions when they're trying to tell you something. I told you that I felt you touch my son's head and that I was going into active labor, that I was about to have my baby. I knew it. I knew it. So, anyway, the two examples are good enough. I'm not going to go into the third child and the fourth child, because, baby, I got 4 beautiful examples for you. Okay, so I'm going to keep on moving on with my notes. So, if you're somewhere about to snatch your hair out and stressing out over the surgery, please don't do that. Don't do that to yourself. Don't stress yourself out about having a surgery. Do something else. Let me tell you what to do. I told you what not to do. What I say not to do? I said not to stress out. So what you should do is pray about it, journal about it, and talk to someone you know that's had the surgery. You can leave questions in the comments section, and I'll be happy to answer any questions you may have to the best of my ability. And you know what? Everything about the surgery, surrounding the surgery. Of course, if you marry, you speak to your husband. You're going to talk to your mom about it, your parents that are living and stuff. So my mom and my dad are deceased. So I didn't have them to speak to. And it would have been nice. It would have been really nice to have that. But you know what? It all depends on your motivation. So, the question, yeah, I had to keep looking down in my nose. The question is, are you motivated? Are you? Are you motivated to embrace lifestyle changes, set goals, and educate yourself about a healthy lifestyle and nutrition plan? Are you going to get in there and watch the videos? Are you going to watch the YouTube videos? Are you going to read all the information from the doctor and from the nutritionist and just watch all the videos you can? Get on Google and read different articles. Just educate yourself. Are you going to really, really educate yourself about the surgery, where you educate yourself so much, like I did, that you felt that you probably can do the surgery one day? Like, man, should I become a surgeon and start giving out this gastric bypass thing? Reroute a couple of intestines? Like, for real. But, so, yeah. You and only you can prevent forest fires. No. You and only you must consider the benefits and risks and make the proper decision of if you're going to have gastric bypass surgery or BSG surgery. It is completely up to you. So I hope that you really, really choose wisely and have a really nice rest of your day. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more videos to come your way. I will really, really appreciate you doing so. I never asked. This is my first time really. Is this my first time asking? I don't know. But if you would like the video, that would be nice. Comment and subscribe. I would really, really appreciate you doing that for me, because I like making the videos and I have a lot of wealth of information to share with everyone. I'm very well educated about the surgery and I did my homework, and I'm here to help you do yours. If you have any questions, please leave them for me below in the comments. And like I said, I'll be really, really happy to answer any questions you have and help guide you on the right path so you can be relaxed and, just go about your weight loss journey. Just carry out and just, live your dreams. Make your dreams come true that you have of getting that weight off of you and getting rid of diabetes and sleep apnea machines and being able to walk up the stairs without being out of breath, being able to stand up when you cook, being able to do things on your own, even though you have a spouse, being able to do things on your own and not having someone help you, being able to just live a healthy life and be the best version of yourself, and to not just literally be weighed down. So I'm here to genuinely help. Inspirational Keita. Bye-bye, y'all.